Hello everyone, this is Mr. Freeman. I hope this video find you all doing well. I wanted to create a simple video that explained how to take Cornell notes so that you had something that you can refer to this week as we prepare for taking notes this trimester. I'm going to try to keep it simple. If you are in cohort C, I want you, if you have not already taken Cornell notes and turned them in, I want you to take notes on this video as I speak and then turn them in on Schoology when we're done. Okay? Cornell notes. This is the template that I want you to use. On Schoology, I would like for you to click on and make a copy of Cornell Notes Template Live 20 with Notability. Save a copy to Notability so that you can type and write on it when you take notes. Okay, the first thing I wanted to cover, make sure you have your name, class period, and date on all of your Cornell notes. Second, when we start taking notes, we usually have a section or a chapter that we start with. I want you to put the name of that chapter or section under topic and objective. For example, we are taking notes on the Cornell note-taking process. So for the topic, I just placed Cornell notes in that box. Once we have the topic taken care of, we move on to the essential question. The essential question is the learning target or the core information that we're going to cover for that section. We take the learning target and we turn it into a question. So here I have, what are Cornell notes? So for those of you who are taking notes to turn in on Schoology using this template, please write down what are Cornell notes right next to the essential question. Once we have the essential question established, we move on to the note-taking portion of the lecture. Those of you who are taking notes at home, I want you to write these 3 points, type them on your Schoology template, okay? Note-taking helps students remember what is said in class. Good notes help students organize and process data and information. Notes help students recall by getting them to process their notes 3 times. Make sure you have your notes in this area. Now, when I'm giving a lecture in class, or if you're watching the video lecture, I may pause and then say, please give me a left side question that is answered by information that we took notes on. So in other words, you will go over here in this column here, and you would create a question that is answered by the information on this side. So I want you to create 2 questions like I did. If you struggle, just use my 2 questions. But I want you to create those questions and make sure they are answered by the information under notes. So I wrote, how can note-taking help students? Note-taking helps students remember what is said in class. I also created a second question. How does recall help students with their notes? Recall helps students by getting them to process their notes 3 times. Okay? Now, when we're taking notes, I may have you come up with 4, maybe 5 left side questions that are answered by the notes that we have taken. It gets a little tricky when we're doing video lectures. I may tell you at the beginning of the video lecture in a Schoology update, please write 3 left side questions and a 4 to 5 sentence summary after you're done note taking. And then you'll have to just do it that way. If you're in class, I'll be specific during class with how many left side questions I want you to write. Finally, at the end of each section, I will require that you write 4 to 5 complete sentences summarizing the notes that we've taken that day or you've listened to on the video lecture and take into account that as well. So right now, I want you to write either my summary or create your own. 3 sentences will be sufficient for today, explaining what I've talked about in regards to Cornell note taking.